Storm cloud, come circle me again. Dark, steady rain on my horizon. I have weathered you before, I will weather you again. Stronger than ever, no, never alone. Stronger than ever, mine. Look how I've grown. Lifted in every endeavor, stronger than ever. Yeah. No teardrop, no howling winter wind could ever throw me off my journey. I will walk without a fear, past the wolf at my front door. Stronger than ever, no, never alone. Stronger than ever, mine. Look how I've grown. Lifted in every endeavor. When I look back on all I've done, everything I've lost or won, it all fades into the glory of my never-ending story. Stronger than ever, no, never alone. Stronger than ever, mine. Look how I've grown. Lifted in every endeavor. Stronger than ever, no, never alone. Stronger than ever, mine. Look how I've grown. Lifted in every endeavor. Stronger than ever. Stronger than ever. Stronger than ever. Stronger than ever. Stronger than ever.
Messengers. Hello, hello, welcome. I'm practitioner Melissa K. Allen. My pronouns are she, her, and I have the honor and privilege of welcoming you here to this safe and nurturing space that we call New Thought Center for Spiritual Living. Welcome, welcome to your Sunday. Welcome, welcome online. Welcome, welcome online, even if it's, let's say, Wednesday. We are so pleased that you're here. And I'm very, very grateful to welcome you here today. We are an inclusive, progressive, compassionate community, and we're dedicated to doing our inner work and then living that and loving that out loud into the world, bringing love and light wherever we go. That is definitely a mission that we can all love into. If you're new or new-ish, welcome. We are so pleased that you're here and chose to spend your day with us today. There is so much information about who we are and what we do and why we do it and all the doings on our website, newthoughtcsl.org. You'll also find information at our welcome table right outside the hallway in the lobby. So please afford yourself that information. Say hi and welcome, welcome, welcome. Did I say welcome enough? I'm so glad you're here. Every Sunday, we like to take a moment and honor and recognize that here in Lake Oswego, we are on the ancestral land of the Kalapuya people, and we affirm Indigenous history, experiences, and sovereignty. And we do that. We contribute to organizations that promote Native American rights as part of our monthly giving. Folks online, hi. Good to see you. Hi. I have to make sure I'm looking at the right camera. Now would be a great time to get that candle and something with which to light it. We're going to be moving into our spiritual practice, which is music set to song. We invite you to light a candle as we're doing that in the sanctuary. It's another point of light, another point of connection, and another way that we can be fully present to this moment. If you wouldn't mind, we have a bunch of people online right now that are tuning in. Will you join me in turning around and waving at the folks online? I know that right now they're waving back, or there's a lot of wave emojis happening. There's a lot of emojis that happen in this chat. It's a very vibrant online community, and we're so grateful that technology allows us to connect this way every week. Online, we're being hosted by practitioners Cindy Gomez and Beth Doyle. Thank you so much for holding the fort and keeping the love flowing online. Another way that we keep the love flowing is by speaking our vision and our mission. And we like to do that together with one voice to give power to these words. If you're comfortable, will you please join me? Our vision: recognizing our oneness, we envision a world that works for everyone and all creation. And our mission: providing spiritual tools for personal and global transformation. If you have not done so already, I invite you to silence your cell phones, online as well. Silence your cell phones, close those extra windows, and take a breath to be fully present to where we are right now as I invite Terry Christopher up for our opening blessing.
Thank you, practitioner Melissa Kay. Welcome, everyone. I'd like to acknowledge all the many paths that brought us here, all the things that we did to get ourselves here. And I'd like to encourage you, wherever you are, here, far, near, now, to settle into our space and accept this blessing and feel the love. For I know that as we gather here, that the paths that wind to bring us to this space right now are filled with love, filled with an energy of joy, and a purpose to learn, to grow, and to be in community where each one of us is loved and supported and encouraged to be the fullest expression that we each are. And as I know this truth for each one of us, I celebrate it all. For I feel and know that as we gather here together in community, again, whether we are here in the building or we are at home waiting to light our candle, or we are a few days down the road, we are still this one unit which expresses love, vibrancy, joy, and celebrates. So be here, be present now, and I bless this space, all of it, as it expresses fully. And so it is. And now is the time, if you're at home, you can light your candle, and we will move into prayer set to music, and I invite you to stand as you are able.
My body, my soul are part of a perfect whole. My heart and my hands are serving a sacred plan. I know that it's true when all that I am comes down to you. I know that it's true. I know that I can rely on you. All that I am, all that I am, all that I am, all I give to you. All that I am, all that I am, all that I am, all I give to you. My thoughts and my mind belong to eternal time. My words and my song, you're writing them all along. I know that it's true when all that I am comes down to
so it is.
Hi.
Hello.
The reading today is something fun I wrote for all of us called Beloved Community. We belong together, you and me. We're a body, a universe, a beloved community. Where there is spirit, there we will be, inextricably connected like earth, sky, and sea. And don't you know, our center, it isn't this building, this land, or the funds. It's the heart of our people, beating as one. So with Rev Shannon and Shelley guiding our way, and evolution certainly having its say, we just listen and wonder. We just serve and pray. We stay a loving community, steeped in principle and faith, in our knowing that knows, which we all sense as grace. We trust in divine guidance. We let go and let God. We presence ourselves and each other with a nod. Yes, we belong to each other, like the earth and the sky, like a scoop of ice cream and a slice of pie, like the bees and the flowers and the moon and the stars, the same but different, like Earth and Mars. So to each blessed soul, you have a place here. And we want you to know, together in love, we all will prosper and grow. And so it is. Amen. Blessed be.
Oh, thank you so much, Practitioner Helen. That is so fun, so wonderful. I want to share something that is fun, but also slightly bittersweet. We have one of our beloveds, Shayla Bailey, who has been serving as our camera person since we were under the tents outside in the parking lot during COVID. She is going to be moving out of state. This is her last Sunday. I want to say to you all, I've been doing this a really long time, and I can tell you that it is such a blessing, a rare blessing, when we have someone who comes in and just says, yes, I will show up every Sunday. I will do that thing. I will serve. I will support. I will love in whatever way I can. Shayla Bailey, would you please come up here? We have a little something for you. She is traveling with her boyfriend, who is going to be going to graduate school in Atlanta. Come here, you. This is your road trip basket of yummies. We love you so much. Thank you so much for your years of loving service. She'll be back. She will be back. We love you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Shayla. Oh my goodness. I'm going to miss her in the back. They're showing me which camera to look into various times. So if you get a moment, please thank Shayla today. So now, Daniel Schweitzer, please come on up. Thank you.
I've seen my share of struggle when I thought that I knew best, when I've sailed through a storm instead of stopping to rest. And it always seems the hardest when I've made up my stubborn mind. Well, I'm changing my ways this time. Wanna be like water coming down a mountain into shadowy canyons, flowing from pool to stream. Wanna be like water, head uphill no more. I am bound for the sea. Have you ever seen an eagle head straight into the wind? He doesn't stop to pick a fight, spreads his wings and just gives in. And in the end, he always makes it home just fine. I guess he knows that every storm subsides. I wanna be like water coming down a mountain into shadowy canyons, flowing from pool to stream. Wanna be like water, head uphill no more. I am bound for the sea. I'll let nature take its course. No more thinking that I know where this river's meant to go. I've railed against the stars for the cards that I've been dealt, for the lottery I've never won, for the heartache that I've felt. But it always seems when I let go, expectation and regret, life has plenty surprises for me yet. I wanna be like water coming down a mountain into shadowy canyons, flowing from pool to stream. Wanna be like water, uphill no more. I am bound for the sea. Wanna be like water coming down a mountain into shadowy canyons, flowing from pool to stream. Wanna be like water, I am bound for the sea.
Thank you so much, Daniel and Emily. Oh my goodness, the New Thought Messengers. You are such a gift. You are such a gift. Thank you, thank you. So once again, hello. My name is Shannon O'Hurley. My pronouns are she, her, and this is the day that love is made for each one of us exactly as you are, the way you woke up this day right here, right now. So, I want to begin by thanking a man named Zachary Helton for bringing this true story into my feed this week. After some research, I decided I absolutely had to share it with you. So the date was May 26th, 2007 in Knoxville, Tennessee. Word got out that a group of white supremacists, KKK, neo-Nazis, were planning a rally. It was all over the news. They'd even gotten a permit. So legally, they had every right to show up and shout their hate into a park full of people. Well, the folks in Knoxville were furious, as you can imagine. A group of locals sat with that information and came up with something that nobody saw coming. Something somewhat similar to something I shared with you maybe a year or two ago that happened in Europe in about 2003, but nowhere near as elaborate as what I'm going to share with you next that happened right here in the United States. So, the day came, and the rally began. The guy with the megaphone started shouting, "White power, white power." And then, incredibly, seemingly out of nowhere, a large army of clowns descended upon the rally. These clowns were wearing neon wigs and big clown outfits and silly shoes and red noses. These clowns were pretending they could not hear the hate, that chant that was coming through on the megaphone. These clowns started cupping their ears and saying, "What? What? What? White what? Oh," and then one of them goes, "Oh, white flower." And right on cue, because they were prepared, they pulled out of their bags white flour and started throwing it all over the crowd. White flour dusting everyone. You can imagine the laughter, the hilarity that ensued. The news cameras that had been on the white supremacists immediately swung over to the clowns and the joy that was happening in the crowd. And this went on for a few minutes. White flour was overpowering the white power. And then another clown went, wait, in that exaggerated way clowns do, and said, it's not white flour, it's white flowers. And another group of clowns came out seemingly from nowhere with white, pretty flowers and began pressing the white flowers into the hands of everyone and throwing white flowers, daisies, everywhere, again, overshadowing the hate. This went on for several minutes until another clown went, wait! All the news cameras are on the clowns and the people enjoying all of this, completely ignoring the white supremacists. And then the other clown said, it's not white flowers, it's wife power. And they all looked, and there was another army of clowns that far outnumbered the white supremacists, who came out in clown wedding gowns, shouting, wife power, wife power. They began picking up the men and saying, wife power, wife power. They even had signs. We have a picture of this, I do believe. Wife power. This went on and on and on. And then they just, finally, the white supremacists just gave up and went home early, and it turned into a parade of love and joy down the street of Knoxville, Tennessee. Those white supremacists were completely outmatched, outnumbered, and outpunned. The parade, however, was a celebration of joy and love and connection. All of it completely eradicating the attempt at hate. The evening news that night was, of course, not focused on the cruelty or the hatred, but rather the joy and the creativity and the transformative power of loving creativity. This, my friends, is a true story. There's even a children's book about it by a man named David Lamott. It's called White Flower. Isn't that great? So, in her beautiful talk last Sunday, please check it out if you haven't seen it. It's wonderful. Rev Shelley was talking about the idea of wholeness, happiness, and freedom, and the blocks to that. And in her teaching, she shared a quote from the Christian Bible in Isaiah that has stayed with me. It says, "I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert." Rivers in the desert. I was sitting in the pew right there, and I wrote that down. Rivers in the Desert is the title of my talk today. And our theme this month is standing in love. Standing in love. Now, as a spiritual, neurotypical, cis-straight white woman, I am clear that I have a responsibility, a duty that is sacred and holy to do whatever I can to the best of my ability whenever I can, to be a river for those who are hurting and for those who have found themselves in that desert place. We've all been in the desert place. We know what that is, and we know what it means when someone reaches out to us and supports us. Perhaps some of you here or online might be in that desert place, and if you are currently there, I deeply hope that my offering today supports you and reminds you how loved you are. Certainly, in addition to supporting our friends and family that may be hurting or are going through challenge right now, my call is also to bring the same level of loving care to the desert places that my LGBTQIA+ folks, people of color, neurodivergent, and people with disabilities are experiencing right now in our country. The privilege that I have, I am clear, can be used as water for the thirsty and justice for the mistreated. And as a woman, my holy and sacred call is to stand shoulder to shoulder with my sisters, non-binary folks, and the good men who support us, and stand for love and refuse to accept or normalize the reversal of women's rights or the attempt our current government has been making to silence women and girls. So how do we do this as people on a spiritual path, people of faith? How do we become rivers of healing in someone else's desert time? We can certainly learn a lot from the clowns in Knoxville. In ancient Hinduism, one of the oldest spiritual traditions we have on record, they have a bedrock in their philosophy. It's a concept called Leela, which means divine play. And there are stories about Krishna, who represents God as a young child. And he's being silly, and he's mischievous, and he's doing the things that little ones do. And what I find so beautiful about the stories is that the emphasis is never on, what it is exactly that he's doing. The emphasis is far more on how the adults around him delight in witnessing the joy and the play and the mischievousness. They delight in the innocence. And the key here is that joy and play are not separate from the sacred. Krishna's playfulness in that ancient scripture is part of the theology. And from Sufism, the mystical aspect of Islam, Hafiz wrote, "Laughter is the sound of the soul waking up." We just did that together. Can you feel it? Can you feel your soul is a little more awake? Laughter is the sound of the soul waking up. So the first way that I want to bring to you that we can be a source of healing for others is to think about what might bring that person some joy. And please hear me when I say this. I am not in any way talking about not acknowledging their pain or bypassing anything or toxic positivity. We do not do that here, but rather that we lean into the ancient wisdom, the creative way, like the clowns did in my story, to shift the focus, even if it's just for a moment, to bring a breath of respite to someone. This creates balance and is often one of the greatest gifts we can bring. My best friend has the greatest sense of humor and an uncanny ability to say something funny just at the right time. Do you know people like that? It's a treasure in my life. My brother sends me hilarious jokes a lot of the time to remind me that I can feel my soul waking up. It's so healing. At the No Kings marches that we attend together as a community, one of the best parts of the whole day is reading the creative and hilarious signs. We howl together at the creativity in the midst of all of that. My loves, please don't ever underestimate that bringing even a little bit of joy goes a long, long, long way. And if you are sitting here or listening to this now or later in the week and joy feels far away from you at the moment, please know that you have a community of people here, of kindred spirits who see you and who love you and who will stand with you until your joy returns. Another way, in addition to being creative in divine play to support others, another way to help others is to begin, and that's key, begin to take a breath, to come from the wellspring of love at the center of your being, to come from that place when you're showing up for someone else. It's a conscious choice. It takes a moment. Oftentimes, before I go into, say, a hospital setting or hospice setting, I wait in my car and I pray and I tune in and I make sure that I'm coming from the wellspring of love within me, so that, in essence, my divine atmosphere walks into the room before I do. Do you see? Now, this isn't the kind of love that's like, I'm being loving. It's not that. It's not that at all. It's far more vast and constant than that. In our panentheistic New Thought tradition, we understand that spirit or God or source, whatever word you are comfortable with, and as our ancient wisdom New Thought class just finished learning, this spirit is in, through, and as all things and in the mystery. Therefore, logic follows that this spirit is within you, and that there is within you an unending, eternal reservoir of spirit. Think of it like the part of you that is unconditional love. Often we experience unconditional love with small children, with our pets. Everyone has that. You can tap into that even on the breath. You know that part of you. You had almost immediate access to it when you were little. That love within you is holy because that love within you is of the divine. It is of God. It is of spirit, and it is never ending. It has always been with you. It will always be with you. And it is the most true thing about you, about your soul, that indwelling love. Now, if this concept is something that you struggle with, I understand. And there's a line that I love I want to share with you that might support you. It's love is not a feeling, it's an ability. That's actually a line of dialogue from the movie called Dan in Real Life, written and directed by Peter Hedges. Steve Carell says it right there on screen. Love is not a feeling, it is an ability. Hang on. Think about that. Love is an ability. I've talked for years about this idea that love is a verb, and it is. But when you add that layer, it is profound. Love is an ability. And here's what I love so much about this line in this movie. The Buddhist teacher Sharon Salzberg was sitting in the movie watching Dan in Real Life in the movie theater when she heard that line, and it changed her. And she's told this story since, including a conversation with the brilliant Bell Hooks. Sharon Salzberg recently said, "Love is within each one of us. It may be that other people ignite it or inspire it, but each one of us has it. It may be covered over, it may be hard to see, it may be hard to trust, but it is absolutely within us and cannot be destroyed. It is absolutely within us and it cannot be destroyed." So when we can approach our life or our activism or our relationships with an understanding that we have a profound innate ability to love, that we have the ability to do this, it's a game changer. Because we've just moved into the driver's seat in every single area of our lives. In every single area of our life. Every one of us has the ability to love in any given moment if we choose to. Just like rivers have the ability to make the rough edges of the rocks smooth, every one of us has the ability to bring that level of unconditional divine love to ourselves and to others, so that we can lovingly assist in smoothing out the rocky places. And sometimes this process can get a little messy. Keep in mind that in the New Thought teaching, we understand that Spirit, God, love, Source works through us so that we can be a beneficial presence and bring more peace to the world. We strengthen this ability through our spiritual practices that we teach here, like meditation and forgiveness and gratitude work and spiritual study, etc. Because we understand that this is very much up to us. There is no magical lightning bolt from above that's going to put things back together or break up the things that we don't like. There is no proclamation coming from on high that is somehow going to correct what has been woefully mistaken. The only way that Spirit really and most effectively gets things done is through each one of us. We are the hands and feet of the divine on earth, my loves. That is how this works. And so, sometimes, it can get a little messy. As I was delightfully reminded this week, thank you again, Zachary Helton. Unlike in the Christian tradition where Spirit is represented as a dove, a dove, think calm and beautiful and gentle, descending from the skies ever so gently. Okay, that's one version of Spirit. Okay. In the Celtic tradition, the one that's carried forward by the Iona community in Scotland, they pictured Spirit quite differently. Rather than a dove, they pictured Spirit as a wild goose. A wild goose. Yes, a wild goose is beautiful, but at times, unlike the dove, it can also be quite loud and messy. And I love this image because it tells the truth about what Spirit actually feels like sometimes. Remember again, Spirit is moving through us humans, through our humanity. Spirit is at work through our human nature. So sometimes the message can get messy. Spirit doesn't always show up through us polished, all buttoned up, having all the right words. Sometimes Spirit shows up through us honking or turning over the tables or fumbling through a very important apology, or through the clowns in Knoxville back in 2007 who taught the truth through big, in-your-face humor and joy. And that's the thing about rivers in the desert or rain on a sunny day. That healing water, so to speak, often shows up when it isn't expected, and it turns out to be exactly what is needed. At the end of nearly every podcast, Brene Brown says, and I love this, stay awkward, brave, and kind. Sometimes she adds in a y'all at the end. Stay awkward, brave, and kind, y'all. I see this as an invitation, a wise invitation to fully embrace all of ourselves so that we can allow Spirit to be Spirit through us, even if sometimes it comes out a little bit fumbly. I don't even know if that's a word, but I know they fumble the ball, so again, I don't know of the sports, but I know what a fumble is. And sometimes things can come out fumbly. Now, to be a river for someone, to help smooth the rough places, requires a beautiful dose of humility. Now, sometimes people confuse humility for unworthiness, and I want to be very, very clear. Nothing could be further from each other. Unworthiness makes you think that you don't have enough to offer. Humility is different. Humility is it's sort of like not being sure at all that you have anything figured out, but you're willing to offer it anyway. That's humility. The way that we can humbly show up in all of our humanity for others who need it often starts with something like, I don't know what to say, but I'm here for you. Or, I don't have the words in this moment, but I love you. Or, simply bringing soup or cracking the perfect joke at the perfect time if you have that skill set. You have permission to be a little messy, or a little rough around the edges, or even really awkward. I'm embracing my awkward. Will you join me? Will you join me? Yeah. What I'm learning in my 50s is the more that I embrace my awkward, the more my authenticity comes out, the more I'm a beneficial presence and a blessing to others. It's okay. As long as you stand in love while you're doing it. As long as we stand in love while we are supporting someone. That's the key. So, this week, I invite you to see where you can bring some joy, humor, or creativity to a situation or person that could use it. Number 2, not sure what to do or how to help? Remember, you have the ability to love. And your love is more than enough. Your love is more than enough. And finally, number 3, it's okay if your particular river flows out messy or awkward. Showing up is what matters. Showing up is what matters. Taking a stand for love, helping to move the dial, righting a wrong, or being a river in someone's desert. Someone who needs it requires nothing but your willingness to show up in all of your glorious humanity, leading with love, leading with unconditional love. You are the hands and feet of the divine in this world, and it is holy work that we get to do together. And yeah. Take it from me, sometimes it's messy, and that's okay. So, again, let's normalize being awkward. Honk if you have to, not in your car. Honk if you have to. More than anything, know that you are loved. Know that you are loved exactly as you are, and that you are never, ever, 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 ever for 1 nanosecond alone. Let's pray. I'm going to invite the practitioners to come forward and help anchor this prayer with me. I'm going to invite the practitioners online to please move into prayer with me. And I'm going to invite everyone here to simply turn within in whatever way feels comfortable for you Taking in a deep, nourishing breath. And just remembering here and now this indwelling spirit, this love that woke us up this day and brought us to this moment in time. This love called by so many names. This love that is to your left, to your right, above, below, all around. This love that is the very air we breathe. This love that is closer than hands and feet. This love that is spirit is the most true thing within each one of us. And it stands at the ready to support us in any moment as we love ourselves more and as we love each other more. So in this, I affirm for each one of us here that this love walks with us, breathes with us, laughs with us, talks through us, gives through us. And I affirm that this love is right where all of our friends and family are, all of our loved ones here across the globe, on the other side of life, knowing this life is eternal. This love is right where they are too, because there is no spot where God or Spirit is not. This love is everywhere present, and it is always at work, simply waiting for us to turn towards it, to allow it to move through us in an even greater way. And I bless this day all people who gather in mosques and synagogues and churches and ashrams and centers for spiritual living and planning meetings and marches, yoga mats and hikes, wherever spirit, source, God, love is felt and amplified. What a blessing it is to be in this one human family together. And I too allow this blessing to be a beacon of love, a salve that is healing to all of the hurting places in the world, the places that are experiencing violence, injustice, war, pain, any hurting in any private, personal places within any beings hearing this. I affirm that love, light, peace, grace is right where they are too. This healing love and this beloved community, this light and this grace is here for each of us, and I am so thankful for it. So from this place of grace and absolute gratitude, so much thanks, I let this be and I let this become, and so it is. Blessed, blessed be. Amen. I love you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Rev Shannon. That was beautiful. I went looking for a clown nose and I couldn't find one. But now is the time for conscious giving, where we get to participate in the circulation and the flow of good and of blessings, so many blessings. Your contributions and your financial support make this community possible, full stop. We exist because of your gifts, and we thank you, thank you, thank you. We have, just so you know, we contribute outside of this community as well. So not only are you participating and supporting this community, we also tithe to other organizations that are doing good work out in the world. So it continues with that circulation and that flow. There are many ways to give. We have online giving at newthoughtcsl.org. We also have text to give at 503-966-3236. There's a QR code on your screen if you'd like to scan there. And many of us also have ongoing contribution. If you are having a digital contribution, we do have cards like this, which is a lovely way to speak a word of blessing onto your gift. So if you will join me in doing that, let's take a moment and speak that blessing together. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, Daniel and the New Thought Messengers.
We're missing Brian today, but Adrian's got our back today. Adrian stepped in as the music director today. And I want to invite you to stand as you are able. I hope you enjoyed this song. Yeah, if you know it, join me, yeah. Someone told me long ago, there's a calm before the storm, and I know it's been coming for some time. When it's over, so they say, it'll rain a sunny day, and I know, shining down like water. I want to know, have you ever seen the rain? I want to know, have you ever seen the rain coming down the other day? Yesterday and days before, sun is cold and rain is hard, and I know, been that way for all my time. Till forever on it goes, through the circle fast and slow, and I know it can't stop, I wonder. Yeah! Woo! I want to know, have you ever seen the rain? I want to know, have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day? Yeah! I want to know, have you ever seen the rain? I want to know, have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Daniel and New Thought Messengers. The new colors of our Love Always Win t-shirts are here. Pick yours up outside the sanctuary or in the bookstore after the service. Every purchase supports our Rainbow Alliance at Pride. We're also looking for volunteers for our Pride booth on Saturday, July 18th, next Saturday. Stop by the welcome table to sign up for a 2-hour shift. And fresh lavender bundles and handmade sachets are available today while supplies last. They're priced lower than New Seasons and other stores. And here, every purchase supports our Artists in Residence program. Cash, card, QR code, check are accepted. Thank you for supporting the arts at New Thought CSL. Save the date to join us for our community meeting and potluck on Sunday, August 30th. It's going to be great. We're sharing exciting updates and what's ahead this fall. We hope to see you there. Be sure to check out our website for details on this and so much more, newthoughtcsl.org.
Jenny, thank
thank you so much. And I want to thank all of you who made the decision to be with us today here in person, all of you online. We acknowledge there are some of you who join us later in the week, but right now I want to share with everyone here the folks that are joining us from Oregon, Washington, Nebraska, Colorado, Arizona, Illinois, Massachusetts, Virginia, Germany, and the UK. Thank you for being here. We love you so much. Thank you, all of you here. Thank you so much. I also want to say a thank you again to practitioners Cindy Gomez and Beth Doyle, who have been the hosts for our online community. Thank you so much. If you have any questions about anything that we are doing here, if you'd like to have clarity about anything, we have a welcome table right outside in the lobby. And we have practitioner Laura Schlafly as well as prac student Allie McIntyre will be there to answer any questions that you may have. I want to now invite the practitioners who are in the room to please come down to the front. They are going to be available for affirmative prayer with you after service. If there's anything on your heart at all, I invite you to come down to the front if you're here in person, or go online. There's a private breakout room there in the chat. There's a link and there are practitioners there for you. Let them know what's on your heart and they will pray for you. It's about 2 minutes or so, and it's such a gift and such a blessing. I invite you into that. I'm also going to invite the practitioners who were on the platform today to come on up and please join me. It takes many hands, and Emily and Daniel, it takes many hands to put this service together, and I'm so grateful once again to our beloved Shayla Bailey. We love you so much, dear heart. Oh, blessings, blessings in your journey and in your travels. Those of you who have kiddos here, I invite you to please be sure to pick them up before you go downstairs, because downstairs we've got nosh and coffee and tea and lovely gifts and all the things. I invite you into that. So I'm going to invite everyone here to please rise as you are able for the final blessing. May you go in the light, as the light, and with the light, until we meet again. May the longtime sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide you on your way. You are so loved. Have a good week. Mwah.
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle.